Coventry, the next opposition. They're obviously flying high at the moment. What's your perspective on them and the challenge they are?
Built sensibly in the summer off their achievements. I think Frank will always recognise the contributions of Mark and what he did. I think I said it after our game last year. So to pick a really talented group that were doing okay as well, and add what he added is outstanding from him. I've always said I'm a Frank fan, and from an English manager's point of view, a supporter of England and English managers. He's a competitor, and we've had some battles against these teams in the past. Some really tight games as well. But they're a good group that have grown and added, and got that stability about them. They've obviously suffered a setback on Friday night, and he'll be looking to come flying back on Tuesday. But I do believe that he'll be looking at us. As his career has always unfolded, out of respect, but we have to go and earn that respect as well by playing well, being hard to beat, not making the mistakes that we've made, being effective with both parts of the game. But always a tight game, always a difficult challenge. Obviously the game down there last season was one that was highlighted, and Frank came in there and did a great job. I think that always there'll be a question mark about when managers take over teams. You know, I've taken over teams that are okay. I took over a decent team at Middlesbrough and added my bit. I think Michael Carrick took over a decent team from me at Middlesbrough and added his bit. I think Frank took over a team that was in an okay position, that wasn't a million miles off. And then there's other times where you take over teams that you need to put a lot more work into, or they're not as settled, not in as good a place that you thought they would be, and you just have to keep working away. Personally, we're all working away as hard as we've ever worked. There's no question marks about commitment and attitude and desire to get this bike turning round and going in the right direction. I think we all understood it was maybe more difficult than what I first expected to be, but we'll work away at it, and we'll give it everything we got, because we are at the moment.